All right, good morning, everybody. How you doing? How is everyone today? I hope you're doing well. Hope I find you well, and I hope you're ready for a full day of streaming. My first full day back since this whole ear infection fiasco, which is not over. I'll give you guys an update in just a moment on everything going on with that. Consequently, it's the final streaming day for me of the week, which sucks because I missed out on a lot of streaming this week. Let's be honest. 2 whole days. So this week has been so disjointed. When I was streaming earlier in the week, I was trying to finish up projects, right? So that we could get them done, so that when the new releases started, I would be able to focus on the new releases. And now here we are, and I've barely touched the new releases. Today I'm playing Tony Hawk for the first time. So I apologize again for everything that's been going on. Obviously, not exactly what I had planned, and shit happens. I guess we deal with it as best we can in life, right? So let's talk. First of all, today's Monday, the 7th of September, 2020. I hope you all had a good weekend. Today in the United States is Labor Day. It is a national holiday today. I will say this: if you live in the United States and today's a national holiday for you, like it is for me, please be smart. Okay? Please be smart. Do not gather in groups. Do not go out without a mask. Do not be an asshole. We're all trying to recover from this COVID-19 thing. We don't want our world to be changed irrevocably forever. And people who are going out and being irresponsible during days like this are fucking things up for everybody. Use your head. Don't gather in groups for any fucking reason. And I mean that. Any reason. Don't let the media and don't let people make you think that somehow you're safe because you're gathering for a cause. No, you're not. You're still spreading the fucking virus. Okay? So please just don't gather at all. And for any reason. Your close family, people you live with, fine. Don't go out there and think that all of a sudden, because it's a national holiday, you're somehow immune and safe from everything. That's not how life works. Okay? Anyway. Back to the subject at hand. Welcome to the stream, everyone. My first of 2 streams for today. Headphone-less streams again. Just like I did yesterday. I'll have the headphones around my neck today. I will not have the headphones on my head because of my ear infection. I guess the very first thing I should do is give you guys an update on my ear infection and how it's going. My double ear infection yet again, okay? So, there's good news and bad news. The good news is my right ear is almost pain-free. Not 100%. There's still some pain deep down on the very inside, all right? And that's likely because I feel my membrane in there was damaged during the height of the swelling and the pain and everything. Probably has a tear in it. Judging from the fact that when I blow my nose, I hear noise in my right ear as if wind is blowing through it. It's probably the case. Probably a tear in there, in my eardrum. But for the most part, it's almost pain-free and almost better. And I can tell you this, over the course of yesterday, I actually regained a little bit more hearing in it. And I think that the hearing is coming back slowly, but it will come back. It regrows at a rate of about 1 to 2 weeks. It should be fully regrown, hopefully. And I should be all right. Okay? Excuse me, by the way. Yeah. Trying to clear my throat here. Stupid post-nasal drip. My left ear, however, is not doing so well. It's better than yesterday, so that's at least an improvement, but it is still severely swollen. It still has a lot of pain, and I have almost no hearing in my left ear still. As for my medicine regimen, I'm entering day 5 for the right ear and day 4 for the left ear out of a 7-day medicine regimen. So today is basically like hump day for the left ear, and what I'm hoping is that by the end of today we get some kind of improvement and relief in the left ear. This sucks. I want to be able to hear out of my ears. I can't. My left ear, I need to have it clear up. I'm hoping that this eardrum is not damaged too, because this thing is severely swollen. It's to the point where actually when I put the eardrops in my ear, I have to like pull on my earlobe in order to have the eardrop go all the way into my ear. That's how swollen it is on the inside. So it sucks. But I am doing my best to recover here. Okay? I'm not wearing the headphones purposely to try to create a situation where my ears can heal naturally. So it sucks. It's a bad situation. All right? But it's life. And this happens in life. You get sick. As you know, I talked about this at length yesterday. I'm taking precautions to make sure this doesn't happen again. At least for the near future here, probably this week, I may not even be putting the headphones on my head. I'll just be wearing them around my neck. Once my ears are 100%, then I'll put the headphones back on. I've already thrown out the old ear cups, putting on new ear cups that are, sterile. I'll be cleaning the headphones out once a week. I'll be doing a lot, okay? I'll be doing a lot to make sure this doesn't happen again. So, okay. Hold on. By the way, guys, I'll say this. For some reason, we seem to have a lot of asshole trolls here today. I don't know why. You would think they would have come yesterday, my first day back, but it seems like they're all here today. So whatever. Fuck them. Let them keep coming in. Let them keep getting banned. Okay. So, yeah, this sucks. It's a shitty situation, but it is what it is. Okay? I'm trying to get better as soon as I can. I'm trying to prevent this from happening in the future. Alright, so today I will be playing 2 streams. Alright, the first stream here is the premiere of Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 and 2 Collection. Now, I'm going to say this up front before we even start. Number 1, I don't expect to be good at this game. I don't. Even after playing it a bit and maybe learning, I don't expect to be good at this game. Number 2, I'm not promising that I'm playing Pro Skater 1 and 2 back-to-back. I think I'm going to probably do 1 and see how far we get and see how much fun we have with it. And judging by that, decide if and when I play 2. I'm not even guaranteeing I'll play 2 because what's the point? If I play 1, I suck at it, it's not fun, right? I'm hoping that I'll get into it, I'll get better at it, enjoy it, and then we'll maybe eventually want to play 2. But I also don't think that playing 2 skating games back-to-back is necessarily a good idea. I never played the originals outside of maybe renting them once. So, it's not for me. There's no nostalgia factor here. This is just legitimately trying to enjoy this really beloved franchise for the very first time. Okay? So, that's cool. Also, you guys have to understand, I cannot have the music on in this game. I just can't. I had false DMCA claims against my Twitch channel a little over a month ago. And my Twitch channel got shut down for copyright claims that were completely illegitimate. What's to stop someone from doing that with the music in this game? Absolutely nothing. Same thing on YouTube. All YouTube videos now that seem to have licensed music in them either get content ID claimed or worse, completely copyright stricken. In which case that hurts my YouTube channel and people can't watch the videos. So what's the point? I have to protect myself from these kind of actions. All right? If I didn't get those false DMCA claims over the summer, I might have considered trying to play it with the music on stream, but there's no way I can consider that now. We've seen firsthand what's going on with these kind of malicious actions. So, it is what it is. I'm sorry. If it weren't for trolls exposing how fucked up the DMCA takedown system is, I definitely wouldn't have had an issue here with maybe attempting at the very least to do something with the music, but I can't risk it now. I just can't. Okay? So I hope you understand that. It's not even my choice at this point. It's a matter of being able to continue to stream and do business, and it's not worth the risk. Okay? Now, here's the thing. If I play this and you guys just don't like it, oh, Phil, this sucks, there's no music, we don't have to play it anymore. I'm okay with checking it out, having fun with it for a stream or two, and if it just doesn't work, it just doesn't work. There's no pressure to finish. It's not like an ongoing new release playthrough where people want to see the story conclusion or whatever. It's a skating game, it's a game that very much, there's no real commitment to it. I'm just happy to kind of mess around with it as a new release, and if it's good, great, and if it's not, and it doesn't work for my streams, then don't worry about it. We got plenty of other stuff to do, trust me, we got so much shit to do right now, that I would have no problem, not having to, go forward with this. So, it is what it is. We'll see what happens. Hopefully, it is good. Hopefully, it is good. That it's a good playthrough, and you guys enjoy the gameplay, and I'm enjoying playing it too. I've heard so many good things about the Tony Hawk franchise, the originals, over the years. So, we'll see what happens. Alright? I'm curious to see how this goes today. But I hope you guys understand, I just can't use the music. There's no way I can risk having my business shut down because of false claims or legit claims. Who knows, right? Either one. I just can't have that happen. So today we're going to play Pro Skater 1. I'm assuming there's a tutorial mode and probably like a story mode or whatever, and that's what we're going to be doing. And we'll see what happens. Alright, hopefully it's fun. Hopefully you guys enjoy the gameplay. I fully expect, and I mean this, I fully expect I'm going to fail miserably. I'm going to fail and fail and fail, because I have not played a skating game since Tony Hawk Pro Skater 5, and I wouldn't even consider that game a skating game because it was so fucking bad. I don't even want to, like, slander skating games by calling that a skating game. That game was abysmally bad. Like, seriously bad. Okay? And I would say before then, what was it, Skate 2 or Skate 3? One of the skate games was the last skating game that I had played before that. Okay? So. Yeah, the trolling continues, as you guys can see. We have an orchestrated group of people who are coming in here with all these different Twitch accounts trolling today. The joke's on them because they're all cheering, and that means that I keep all those bits because they're fucking idiots. There's no way you can even charge back bits, so every single one of these insulting cheers is basically supporting the channel. These are a bunch of fucking idiots. So, that just goes to show the intelligence of people who try to troll me, right? Complete morons. Okay. Anyway, so that's the first stream today. Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1. We'll see how it goes. I hope you guys enjoy the stream. I hope it's enjoyable for everybody. And we'll have a good time. There will be a break during the stream for me to apply my medication. Alright? That's what I'm doing during my break now. I have to apply 2 ears worth of medication, which takes about 5 minutes each ear because you have to put the drops in and sit there in position while it sucks into your ear. You know. So fucking annoying. The stream today will be the normal length. This stream will go on till 4 p.m., okay? Yesterday, I went an extra hour with Avengers. Today, it will be a normal stream because I am doing a late stream tonight, okay? Now, in regards to contributions, in regards to the vest streak and the tips goal, allow me to give everyone an update on how this is going to work today, okay? So here's what we did yesterday. Yesterday, because I had missed 2 days of streaming, all right? I decided that during the stream of Avengers, that if we doubled the tips goal, I would count it as an extra one for the vest streak. If we tripled the tips goal, I would count it as another extra one for the vest streak. And so on and so forth, up to 6 for the vest goal, or the vest streak, because we had missed out on 2 days of streaming, and then it was a third day, so that would have been 6 that would have been added to the vest streak if it had been the normal schedule. Okay? So the good news is yesterday, we got 3 added to the vest streak. 3. And thank you guys for anyone who was here yesterday and hung out with me and anyone who supported that stream. I really do appreciate that. Okay? Now, today, here's what we're going to do. I'm still trying to make up things. I want the vest streak to continue, and I don't want it to be delayed because I got sick. Alright? So here's what we're going to do today. Alright? There will still be a $100 tips goal for the stream to keep the vest streak alive. So nothing's going to change there. It's just usual. $100 tips goal. We raise it. I put on the vest. Good to go. Okay? But, if we double the tips goal today, I will increase the vest streak by an extra 1, and then I'll put on the gunner glasses. If we triple the vest goal today, I will add another 1 to the vest streak, and I will change vests per your request, whatever vest you want to see. That's how it's going to work. Basically just like yesterday. Now, the thing is, yesterday we did an extra 1. So today, if we want to catch up, I could allow another extra 3. All right? Oh my god. What the fuck? See, another troll. You guys see this, right? These are all brand new accounts, by the way. These are all brand new accounts that are coming in and trolling today. Dumb fucks. And yet every time they're cheering, which is, it just blows my mind. They're coming in here and cheering when they troll. So they're paying, you know what I mean? They're supporting the streams. What are you doing? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. Well, if you really don't like me, you come in with a new account and just troll. Why would you cheer? I just don't understand it. These people make no fucking sense, man. As if, like, I don't even need evidence to show how stupid they are. Anyway, let's continue. All right, so that's how it's going to work. The tips goal is normal. $100. The vest streak continues. I put on a vest per your request. Okay? If we double it, it counts as 2. If we triple it, it counts as 3. And I'll go as far as counting up to 4. That would be 3 additional vest streaks. That would actually get the vest streak back to where it would have been if we had been on pace and I had never been sick. All right? I'm not saying that I'm expecting that's going to happen. Do I expect to raise $400 this stream? Hell no. I don't. Okay? I'm not asking for that nor expecting it. I'm just saying it's a possibility, and it's a way to get us back on track so that we don't delay the vest celebration that's coming up. Okay? Normally, if the vest celebration had been on track and not thrown off, it would have only been about another 2 weeks, and then we would have done a vest celebration. But because of this, now it could potentially be delayed 2 to 3 days. And obviously, I wouldn't, I don't want that to happen. You guys like the vest celebrations and the fun stuff I do during them, right? So, let's see what happens, okay? Okay. Itchy. All right. Let's see. What else? Okay, so that's going on, just so you guys know, all right? Now, in addition to that, we have a subscriber goal for this month. And, of course, that subscriber goal has also been screwed up because of my sickness. I'm not surprised. Because if I'm not here streaming, no one is going to renew their sub, right? But I'm back now. So here's the deal. Subscriber goal is 675 subs. If we hit that many subs this month, I'm doing a Halloween special marathon where I'm hoping there'll be a mix of some horror games among other things that you guys will nominate. I'll be dressing up in costume for that marathon, and that'll take place on Halloween itself. If we hit this subscriber goal, there'll be a tier 2 subscriber goal where you'll be able to pick the category of costume that I'll be wearing for Halloween. Okay? So, pretty good stuff in that regard. And I'm excited for that. I always do a Halloween event, and it always works out. You guys always like it. So, I'm hoping to do it again this year. Obviously, we're way behind. At one point, we were actually very, very close to hitting the subs goal. Then I get sick. I'm not here for 2 days. We come back, and the subs plummet. Now, this is September, guys, if you're not aware. Okay? And that means that Twitch is doing some discounts this month. They're not great, I'll be honest, but at least it's something. So the discounts are as follows. For new subscribers, or if you had a gifted sub and it expired and you have the option to continue it, okay, it is a 20% discount if you continue it, I believe, for 1 month. It is a 25% discount if you continue it for a 3-month block, and a 30% discount if you continue it for a 6-month block. Do I realistically think any person would actually do the 2 or 3 month resubs? No. I think I think this is the worst September discount that Twitch has ever done. Why they reduced the discount so much this year from how it used to be, I have no idea. You'd have to ask them. Every streamer agrees. Like, this is a common thing all streamers are talking about, that Twitch basically screwed streamers over because September used to be a big source of revenue for them, and now no one seems to be taking advantage of it because this is stupid. the only way you can really save a ton is by doing a 6-month resub. 6 months? If you're a newcomer to someone's channel and you're just getting into their content, you probably would want to do a 1-month sub to test the waters and see how it is. Why would you sub for 6 months right from the get-go? Of course you wouldn't. So whoever set this up at Twitch is a fucking moron. And I don't care if they like that I say that or not. It's stupid. It's completely anti-streamer. And it's a disappointment because previous years this was a much better program and a lot of people look forward to September. And now it's happened and, well, it's a dud. Okay? So it is what it is. If you guys want to resub and you're not a current sub or you were gifted a sub and it just expired, you'll get a discount, okay? Everyone else, it's just normal. Sucks that it is normal, but it is what it is. Please consider subscribing to the channel. I would love to do a Halloween event. Like I said, we've done one every year. Every year I do a sub goal, we hit it. So hopefully we'll hit it this month. I know we're off to a bad start this month with me being sick and missing out on the new release hype. I'm sorry about that. You know, I'm here today toughing through it. Can't hear anything in my left ear at all. But, please consider subscribing. So, there's a very, very big benefit to subscribing. 40 plus emotes. I have some of the most amount of emotes on the entirety of Twitch. Okay? So, please consider subbing. That's a really cool thing that you get for that. All right? Now, also, please continue to nominate games for the upcoming marathon that we're going to be doing around the end of this month. That's the Rageathon. Okay? Just type !marathon into the chat, or every 15 or 20 minutes, that'll automatically happen where it'll post up the link where you can nominate games for that marathon as well. All right? So, one last thing. There's a new animation on the stream for $100 tips. Now, as you know, on my streams, contributions are not mandatory, nor are they expected. I'm grateful for every contribution I get, and I've added this new animation because someone designed it for me specifically to celebrate the vestry. If you do a $100 or larger tip, a special animation plays that shows me in all the vests and basically says, Phil, put on that damn vest. Okay? Because essentially that's what you're saying. If you're tipping that much, you're saying, I want the vestry to continue. Put on the vest right now. Okay? I've also extended the length of that notification. It was only 15 seconds, but people were like, man, that's too quick. So it plays twice now. It's a full 30-second notification. It's the longest notification I've ever had on a stream. Considering that that's a ginormous contribution, I figured it was appropriate. So if you're considering tipping today and you're going to do a big one, you get a nice special animation for yourself. Okay? Fair enough? All right, now, later tonight, I will be doing a late stream. Okay? The usual time, around 6:45 p.m. Pacific time. It is the conclusion of Paper Mario. All right? The conclusion of Paper Mario. Later tonight, guys. All right? I've been playing this game for over a month. Over a freaking month. And let me tell you, I've had a lot of fun with this game. I have. But at the very same time, it's time to finish it. You know what I mean? At the very same time, it's definitely time to wrap this game up, to finish it up, and to see how it ends. I'm excited to see how this playthrough will end. After, such a long time playing the game. So, that's tonight. That's going to be, 6:45 p.m. Now, here's the thing. We're in the final dungeon. Okay? And for one to understand, as long as I don't have any huge holdups, I will likely beat the game tonight in about an hour to an hour and a half. All right? Likely. Not guaranteed, but likely. Okay? So we'll see what happens tonight. If I do beat it early, and we got some extra time on the stream, I'd be open to suggestions. Whether you guys just want to do some fun open Q&A to end the stream, or maybe switch over to Fall Guys. It depends on how quickly I beat it. If I beat it in an hour, and we got a whole hour left, then I wouldn't be opposed to swapping over to, say, play Fall Guys or something for a little bit. But, if I beat it in about an hour and a half, and there's only like maybe 20, 25 minutes left, maybe just do some Q&A or whatever. All right, so we'll see. And by the way, tonight's late stream is the final consecutive stream of the week for me. Tomorrow I'm off. Now you might say, why is Phil taking a day off when he just had 2 days off? because I didn't have 2 days off. I was sick. I wasn't partying. I wasn't out having fun. I wasn't able to do the things that I need to do on my day off. I was sick. I was in bed most of those days trying to recover. I got to watch maybe like one movie a day. And outside of that, I was kind of just like hanging around with Jasper, feeling like shit. All right? On my days off, that's the day when I do everything important that I need to do for the week, including going out and, appointments that I need to do for the week, as well as, shopping, things I need to do, errands. And I have a bunch of stuff scheduled for Tuesday. So I have to have the day off anyway. All right? And let's face it, it should be good. It should be a good day where I get to rest my ears again and not have to worry about, what's going to happen here on stream or whatever. I'm hoping for significant recovery. It's actually kind of funny because I was sitting here and my left ear still feels clogged. So I grabbed my earlobe and I pulled it down and I can hear better. So actually, yeah, oh my God. Pulling on my earlobe, I can hear way better out of my left ear. So all I need is this swelling to go down and I'll get my hearing back in my left ear. I could tell just from pulling on the earlobe how much better it's going to be once the swelling goes down. So it'll be another day to recover and another day to run around and do all kinds of shit, I'll be back on Wednesday, okay? So how's this week going to work? Well, this week is going to be a balance between Avengers and Tony Hawk, at least as long as we're all enjoying Tony Hawk. So what I'm saying is, if Tony Hawk ends up being kind of a dud after a stream or two, again, I'm okay with kind of moving on and not doing more of it. All right, so that's really going to be up to you guys, how well you receive my Tony Hawk gameplay. All right, so a balance between those two on the main streams, but also on Thursday, it's the third and final episode of Tell Me Why, the latest episodic game from Don't Nod. Now, I'll be honest with you guys, it's a mixed bag for me. The first episode I felt was really good, setting up the characters and this mystery plot line. The second episode was kind of bad. It was mostly boring, had character development for characters I don't really care about, and there was a kind of twist at the end, and I'm interested into how it's going to conclude. I have my own opinions on what's going to happen, and I actually think I figured it out. Like, I was thinking about it over the weekend, and I had nothing else to fucking do because my ears were killing me, and I think I figured out the mystery. Okay, I think so. I think I figured it out. I could be wrong, but I think I figured out the mystery of this game. I think I figured out how they're going to twist it at the end. Okay? But we'll talk about that on Thursday when it comes out. Okay? So that's going to be Thursday's main gameplay stream. But outside of that, the focus this week will be on Avengers and on Tony Hawk. Okay? Now, there will still be Throwback Street Fighter on Friday night. Over the weekend, I'm probably going to do a session of Fall Guys, okay? I'm going to try to play some Batman at some point, and maybe even some Fire Emblem, which has now been on hiatus for a couple of weeks because of all the shit going on, me trying to wrap up playthroughs, and now, of course, me missing out on days of streaming is really screwing things over. So, we'll see what happens this week with the schedule, but that's it. There will be no major new release content this week. The only thing actually coming out this week of any significance is an expansion, the DLC expansion for the Outer Worlds. Now, not to say I didn't enjoy Outer Worlds last year, I did. It was actually one of my favorite games of the year. But, number one, when I play DLCs, typically they don't get so much attention. I don't know why. Because some DLCs for certain games that are really good end up being great. And for some reason, historically, when I play when I play DLCs, doesn't matter what game, they just don't do very well. I don't know why. It just seems to be a pattern, okay? Number two, the fact that I'm backlogged on the new releases already, I don't want to now shove a DLC into the mix and create more backlog, okay? The thing is, next week, not this coming week, but the week after, we have multiple new releases. We have WWE 2K Battlegrounds, and we have the Crysis remake, okay? So with two more new releases on the horizon, I really want to focus in on Avengers and Tony Hawk and get as far as I can. So at least maybe I can wrap up those playthroughs before we hit new playthroughs. Okay? So, we'll see what happens. Hopefully things, go good for the best here. And we'll have a good week with no interruptions, and hopefully my ears will get better. Okay? By the way, yes, later tonight on the Paper Mario conclusion stream, I'll be doing the exact same thing with the tips as I'm doing today on the first stream here with Tony Hawk. If we double it, it'll count for an extra vest streak. If we triple the goal, it'll count for an extra vest streak. Like I said, up to 3 extra. Because if we do 3 extra today, that'll actually get us back on track to where we were with the vest streak before I got sick. Okay? And I would appreciate the support today, considering the fact that I had tons of lost revenue over the weekend, not streaming for 2 days, and the significant amount of chargebacks I got from trolls. Yesterday was a good start. You guys were very helpful during yesterday's Avengers stream, and I appreciate that. It did get me back into the black on my PayPal, but it just sucks that I already lost out on so much, and then I didn't work. It's like double whammy, you know? So any support you can lend right now helps a ton, more than even usual. But please don't feel pressured. Just hang out with me and have fun with games, which is what the streams are all about and always will be about. Okay? If you can support, please do. But do not feel pressured to, because it's not mandatory. Fair enough? Okay. All right, that's all I have to say. I don't want to get too much into anything else because I do want to start with Tony Hawk. So let's get to shoutouts. So we had Golden Colts, who did a couple cheers overnight. I thank you very much, Golden Colts, for that. Yoshino Lover resubscribed for 16 months in a row, 23 months total, when the stream started. And he said, I hope you're feeling better. Excited to see you play Tony Hawk, and I hope Kat had a good birthday. She did. In fact, my wife said last night, one of the best birthdays she's had in a long time. And you know, sometimes it doesn't really matter. Sometimes it just doesn't really matter what you do as long as you're having a good time. Like originally we had planned that the reason she took yesterday off from work to have her birthday at home was that we were going to go out and have a nice night. We were going to go to dinner and maybe do some shopping or whatever. We were supposed to have a nice birthday night for her. And because I'm sick, that didn't happen at all. I basically ruined it by getting sick. But instead we had a stay home night together. We watched some fun stuff together. You know, we had a good time. We made the best of what we could do at home. And like I said, she actually told me that it was one of her better birthdays, so I actually felt good about that. All right? And rest assured, yes, she got a birthday present and all that, and that's none of anyone's business what she got. You know that if I told you guys any further details, all that would happen is that these negative shitheads would turn it into something nasty because they're pieces of human garbage. So I'm not going to tell any more information about that. I'm just going to say we had a very good birthday together there. She really had a good time. Okay? Okay. Why is everyone typing an X into the chat? I have no idea. I don't fucking know. Immature people. Okay. X Monsoon Moon resubscribed for 3 months and said, hope you're feeling better today. Looking forward to the stream. It's like I said. My right ear is actually feeling better. I feel my right ear is recovering at an accelerated rate, which is good. It does still have a little bit of inner pain deep down. All right. And I do feel that sadly the eardrum membrane or whatever you want to call it was damaged. And that sadly it's going to take a little while to recover. But already I feel my hearing in the right ear is a little bit better than it was yesterday. Okay. And that's good. Okay. It's going to try to take a bit for it to be 100%, but it is what it is. And it will get better. Right. So we'll see. We'll see how long it takes. It's frustrating, but you know, it's life. My left ear is fucked up. Like I said, I can actually hear better on my left ear if I pull down on my earlobe, because that actually opens up the ear canal because it's so swollen. So I hope that this swelling and everything will go down today, because today's day 4 of treatment for the left ear. So it's kind of going, more than halfway into this treatment. Hopefully it gets better today. We'll see. Okay. Lunatic Hound is the first cheerer of the day and says, sorry to hear about your eye infection. Glad you took time off for your mom's birthday. Well, guess what? You're a little misinformed. You're slightly misinformed on some of the information. Okay? By the way, his name is Lumatic, not Lunatic, Lumatic. I think your name should be Lunatic, though. Because obviously you don't know what the hell you're talking about. But thank you for the first share of the day. There we go. Ninstar Rune Cheers says, if you have a hole in your eardrum, won't the eardrops enter your brain? It's not how it works. It's not how it works. From what I'm to understand, it's perfectly safe. And actually, even if you have a tear, you're supposed to continue applying the medication for 7 days to make sure that the infection is, destroyed. So, no worries. Okay? Alright. Phil's left ear is the first tipper of a day. Tipped me $1 and says, feels bad, man. I'm not surprised that it feels bad. Because, it definitely does. What a nice tip. To get the tip started today. Okay, thank you for that Phil's left ear. I appreciate that. Let's see here. DJ Luna Eclipse resale for 30 months. Said good day. Thank you very much, DJ Luna Eclipse. I appreciate that. Ace cheered. He says, it seems to me, since the pandemic started, folks have become overly critical on certain games. Some folks dislike Last of Us 2's story and call the whole game horrible, while everything besides it is solid. People call Avengers trash, but the story is very solid, and the loot-based game is somewhat addicting. What are your thoughts? For me, you got to understand, number one, it's subjective and objective. You weigh and balance both factors, objectively and subjectively. And that's how you make your conclusion about a video game. You can't just 100% use facts, because everyone weighs and balances facts differently. At the same time, you can't 100% ignore facts and say every single review of a game is an opinion, right? You have to somehow come to a happy medium between the two if you want to be a responsible reviewer. That's always been my take on it, okay? The Last of Us 2 has solid gameplay mechanics that are actually improved from the first game, really good graphics, really good voice acting, really good motion capture, okay? The animations, little touches to the things like Abby standing right next to a ledge and getting dizzy because she has fear of heights, right? Those kind of things, those little touches, are really awesome about the game. Also, the best accessibility options of any AAA game ever made in history. And a lot of people forget about that or gloss over it because, number one, a lot of people just ignore accessibility, and number two, a lot of people hate the game so much that they forget that the game actually does have this achievement, okay? Here's the problem, though. The Last of Us is a franchise that is narrative-based and drives itself on a great, gripping story. The Last of Us 1 was good, but it was good because it had an amazing story combined with best-in-class graphics, great gameplay, and all those other nice bells and whistles, right? It's a great game with all those things, but with an amazing story, it's best in class. It really was like the best game to end the run of the PlayStation 3, right? Sadly, The Last of Us 2 is the opposite. It's got all these positives, good gameplay, good graphics, all the accessibility, and a story that is so poorly written that the game is actually painful to fucking play for anyone who enjoyed the first game. It's actually a pain, a chore to play this game. And that's not the point of gaming. Neil Druckmann missed the point of playing video games because apparently he's such a pampered baby. He thinks that when you play a game, you should actually have torture and pain when you're playing a video game. No! We play video games to escape the stress, torture, and pain of our real lives and have fun. The Last of Us 2 is the absence of fun. It's actually a game that makes you feel like shit if you liked the first game. And Druckmann completely fails on any level to develop and deliver a fun experience. Because he's a pampered asshole who apparently needed to be tortured while playing video games and missed the point of them. Okay? So, The Last of Us 2, even though you might think, oh, well, you see, it's because of the pandemic. No, it's not because of the pandemic. It's because The Last of Us 1 was an actual joy. It was like, holy shit, this game is the ultimate interactive gaming experience. An amazing, top-notch story that's meaningful, that makes you think deeply about choices in life. Plus gameplay, plus graphics, plus music, you know? And Last of Us 2 took that joy away from us and said because Druckmann is a fucking asshole and he wanted to do something artistically different, he ruined everything he created in the first game. That's why people don't like that game. Not because they're being overly critical of it, because he took the joy away from it, because he's an asshole. Okay? The Avengers game. All right? So far, I'm only about 4 hours into it. A little over 4 hours into it, I would say. I would say that the plot is pretty good. I don't know if the plot will stay good. Okay? But definitely I think that so far it's a good start. Okay? And so far, it's building characters, it's building Kamala Khan up to be a character that's likable and interesting, along with the Avengers, right? We know the Avengers. We don't really know Kamala Khan, even though she's an established character in the Marvel universe. She doesn't have much mainstream appeal. No one really knows who she is, so the game's basically about her. And I'm okay with that. She seems like an interesting character. She seems well written. She's developing nicely over the course of the game. She's got some badass powers. Some people don't like that. Oh man, I bought an Avengers game, but it's about a new character. Oh, boo-hoo. Boo-hoo for you. I think so far it's doing pretty good. All right. Now, some people are saying that the gameplay gets repetitive and boring. I don't know. I've only played for 4 hours. So far, it's not repetitive and boring. And I'm enjoying it. But maybe as I get further in, I've heard that the game is around 15-hour-long campaign. Maybe it will get repetitive and boring by the end. I don't know. I'm not far enough in to make that judgment. Okay? We'll see as we get further in. But I like the game so far. I can't speak to what other people are saying. They're far ahead of me because I'm 2 days behind, So later this week as I play more, I'll let you know what I think on that. No, I don't think that people are being overly critical in the pandemic. I don't. I think that sadly, there's a group of people who are very immature and think of everything as black and white. That it's either good or it's bad. Well, no. You have to weigh and balance those factors and actually fairly formulate an opinion. You can't just say, oh, well, there's one thing I really don't like about a game, so it's terrible. I reviewed Last of Us 2. I said, I hate the story. Everything else is good. But that doesn't mean the game is a 0 because the story's bad. The game is still fun gameplay to some extent. If you like the sneaking style gameplay, the graphics are groundbreaking. The music's good. The voice acting is great. So all that's positives for it. Accessibility off the charts, right? These are things that need to be factored in. But some people are like, I don't like the story, 0. Oh, repetitive gameplay, 0. Well, that's how a child's mind thinks. Sadly, we have a lot of people who are in adult bodies who are very much still children. That's a big problem about modern existence, I feel. Anyway, let's continue. Ninstar Rune cheered and says, do you prefer homemade cake via box mix or do you go to your grocery store or something and commission a cake? I've had both box mix cakes and like homemade from scratch cakes. Kat, when she made me a cake for my birthday, she made it from scratch and it was very good. So box mix is fine or from scratch is fine. Very rarely have I ever gone and commissioned a cake. My mom used to get Italian style birthday cakes from an Italian bakery. For our family. And that was a long time ago, but I haven't had a cake commissioned for me in probably 20 years. If not longer. So. Alexander Rossi, cheers. I feel like you're going into the playthrough with the presumption it'll be a disaster. Or Stream Chat won't like the game. Keep an open mind. Don't judge it until you've actually played it a significant amount. I'm not going into this playthrough with any presumption. What I'm saying is this is not... This playthrough will not be like a normal playthrough for me. A normal playthrough, I drop $60. Usually the game has a story, and you want to play through it to the end, and then you can rate the game. That's not what I'm doing with this collection. These games have already stood the test of time. People love these games. We know Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2 are good games just based off people who've been playing them for the past 20 years, right? I'm not here to judge if it's a good game. For me, it's more, will I enjoy skating? I don't even know if I will, If I don't like it, if I'm not having fun playing it, obviously, there's no there would be no pressure for me to continue playing it because it's not there's no set story, there's no narrative-based playthrough. You see what I'm saying? It's very different from me doing another playthrough where, oh, there's a set story and you want to see it to the end and then review it. It's not like that. These are games that we know are good for people who like skating, and I don't necessarily like skating. So I don't know if I'm going to like it, and I don't know how well I'm going to do in it. I don't know if I'm going to want to continue to play these forever, you know, or what. We'll see. Okay? So that's the difference. That's the difference here, is it's going to be a different kind of playthrough than my standard playthrough. That's kind of what I'm emphasizing here. There's no pressure to continue playing it if it's something that I don't like or you guys don't like. Okay? I'm not saying that I'm not going to like it or you're not going to like it. I'm just saying there's no pressure. Which is actually kind of nice. Honestly. Let's see here. Timbo Slice, cheers. How excited are you? The NFL season starts this Thursday. So I don't give two shits. Why would I care about the NFL, right? Why would I care about the NFL? I don't care about the NFL, right? And I will never care about the NFL. Again, there was a time in the mid-2000s where I did. I hung out with my friends, and I had a good time watching the NFL, Super Bowl and stuff. You know, I would get hyped for the season. It's been a long time. I'm not into sports anymore, so. Ace cheers, and from your time with Avengers, how would you compare its gameplay to Marvel Ultimate Alliance? I enjoy Avengers because the gameplay is similar to Marvel Ultimate Alliance. Well, I'm not playing it co-op. I'm only playing it solo so far, and I've only played the 4 hours, which is basically the intro segment. I think maybe as I play further in, and, you know, I get into bigger battles and stuff with more of the Avengers, maybe it will feel more like Marvel Ultimate Alliance. It definitely feels like a AAA game. Like, it seems like they put a lot of time and effort into the set pieces and action sequences and things like that. The graphics are quite good, which has never been the case for Marvel Ultimate Alliance. In fact, for Marvel Ultimate Alliance, it's always kind of been the opposite, where the graphics were not so good. It was kind of like you sacrifice graphics in order to be able to put a bunch of shit on the screen, right? So I guess, you know, as I get further into the game, I'll have a better opinion. But, so like I said, so far, I don't have many complaints about the game. I think it's good. But maybe as I get in, as I get further in, I'll feel it's too repetitive or something. I don't know. We'll see. Okay? I feel like Ace, I feel like you really want my opinion on a game that I've only played 4 hours. You know, you got to understand, the game's been out since Friday. Most people have played it like 12 to 15 hours and beaten it. And I've only played it once. I can't give you an opinion until I play it more. Okay? Alright, guys. Well, it is now time to give shout-outs for the top cheers of the week, which will be incredibly small list because the week just reset on Twitch, and today they went back to 0. Alright, so thank you to Timbo Slice, Alexander Rossi, and Lunatic Hound, who each did a 50-bit cheer. Thank you to Ace, Ninstar Rune, and Golden Colt, who all done 100-bit cheers. So far, no subscriptions have been gifted. Alright, so I have no shout-outs to do there. Alright, so that is it. It's now time to take a break. I'm going to use the bathroom. Alright. And when we come back from break, it's time to start up with Tony Hawk Pro Skater 1 here on the stream. I'm going to have to boot it up. I'm sure it's going to start playing music. We're going to mute the music before we get started. I definitely am going to have to do the tutorial. There's no way I'm going to be able to play this game without the tutorial. And once we get through all the tutorial stages, which will probably take like the whole stream, then we'll get into the actual game and go from there. Alright, guys. So again, thank you. Thank you for listening. Thank you for the support. I'll be back momentarily. Thanks. And Timbo Slice gifted a sub to Pyro Mechanicus. Congratulations, Pyro Mechanicus. Alright, I'll be right back.